Good morning, Melissa.
Morning. How are you?
I'm great. I'm great. I mean, for here is good weather. I mean, how's it there? I'm not sure. In that morning.
No, yeah, here too. It's super sunny outside, but probably it's gonna rain in the afternoon.
Oh, actually,
Usually weather in Costa Rica, yeah.
during that time as well, especially like I thought you have like summer all year. No?
Not really. So like summer, like sunny every day. It's just like December, January till March, something like that. But right now
Uh,
you can see the sun at the morning and in the afternoon is a lot of rain.
oh wow, so like pretty tropical, you'd say. Like tropical kind of.
Yes.
Okay, wow. Well, here in Europe, it's really hot. Like I think we now today is like 33 or something. Tomorrow it's gonna be 36, just sunny all.
Jesus.
Oof, you cannot even go outside. And in Europe, it's not really
Mm-hmm.
common to have ACs, so it's really hard to fall asleep, at night.
But it just this year that is happening that, or the other years have been like
Well, it has been
that
like this maybe
temperature.
like three, no, that's not true. Like 8 years, maybe that temperatures. Today, like this
Mm-hmm.
year should be the hottest summer ever, but I don't know. It's just so far it has been like just like
Ah.
a week or so where it has been really hot, but the rest was really just raining, 20 degrees. It was like, oh, nice summer. But I don't know. But hey, Melissa, so first of all, congratulations for the interview. I mean, I haven't heard much, but you just, shared it to the group and then asked for the interview, right? Like to mock-up interview.
Mm-hmm.
As a disclaimer, I have no idea about any technical stuff, but I asked my friend ChatGPT to, help me with some questions and just let me know if there's anything like if I'm asking you something that doesn't really has to do something with your field or anything, just let me know. Okay, then we can
Mm-hmm.
just do the next question or a different question. But I think
Okay.
I have some good questions ready. I'm not sure. I'm just, if you say the answer and it's the other answer, I'm just letting you know, okay, well, this is a different answer. I'm not sure. Okay.
Okay. No problem. I think that it's not like the technical part. The one that you always fade in an interview is the way that you express. That's what I
Because
want to
everything is like in
practice.
your
Yeah.
brain, but you cannot really put it out to the world, you say.
Yeah, I think that's the part that I always, fail, the way I express my knowledge.
Got it, got it, got it. Okay, we'll see, we'll see. I mean, we can do like a
Okay.
try and then think about something that we can do better. Okay, let me quickly pull up my notes here. Where did I put it? Not here. Other window. Let's see. This one. Okay. So, technical part, technical question here. Because well, he gave me just everything like a warm-up introduction thing, right? It's like, can you tell me about a little bit of about your experience as a .NET developer or some stuff, you can
Mm-hmm.
tell a story. It's like this part, warm-up part is all about telling a story kind of, because you don't want to really talk about yourself in the sense of, yeah, I'm a .NET developer. I did this, I did this, I did this. I can do this, this, this. It's more about like, okay, well, how did you impact the company with your knowledge on .NET development, right? So if they ask you in the beginning, like, yeah, what's your experience? Like, where did you come from?
Mm-hmm.
And why did you apply? Always put in perspective you're talking to a human, not like a machine, right? So you always want to
Mm-hmm.
emphasize like a story. How did you impact with your knowledge and with your skills? Plus, also if they ask you, for example, like why did you apply to what was it? Team Spark, was it?
Yeah, Spark.
Right, right, right. Um, of course, they always want to hear the good stuff about the company, so it's always
Mm-hmm.
nice to, lean into that, like the culture, company culture, and tech or impact and everything they do. But I think you got this nailed down.
Okay.
Right. So let's start with the technical round. Let's see. The first question I have here is um, as part of the C Sharp and .NET fundamentals, what's the difference between value types and reference types?
Reference types is the one that you are reference, as the word said, reference type, right? And the value types is the one that you said and that you can modify in a specific method, the reference you're not able to modify it.
Okay, good job. Um, Try maybe to explain it more clearly with some
Okay.
examples, because it's always easy with examples to
Okay.
understand. Because it's actually the best case now because I have no idea about
Huh.
any of that stuff, right? And maybe try use some more examples to explaining this.
Okay. Let- Okay. Let me write this. I know the concept, but I don't really know how to apply it. In this case, how can how can I,
Mhm.
express it? Because right now, as I said, I have the concept, but at that moment, you're nervous, and you don't think about it, right?
Sure, sure. Okay, then think about it like this. Like always try to how would you just like explain to a 3-year-old, right? Like to a kid. Sorry for that. How
Okay.
would you like describe it to a kid? Because that's the easiest part. Of course, I understand, of course, the concept now with like nah, what's the question again? Value types and reference
Mm-hmm.
types, right? But you can always say like, look, okay, I have, how would you describe it to a kid maybe? Like, this helps maybe. Of course, this
Okay.
explanation was pretty easy, right? Straightforward.
Mm-hmm.
Reference type is something that you reference to or store the reference in. And sorry, and the oh wait, value type is like integer, right? Is it?
Sorry?
Wait a second. I'm stupid now. Value type store the data directly. Reference type stores a
Uh-huh.
reference to the data in memory.
A
When you
reference.
copy a value type, you get a new copy. Copying a reference type points to the same object. Wow.
Maybe in that case, this example that you gave me that explain it to a kid, for example, you can give a little paper,
Uh-huh.
blank paper, and you told a kid you can draw in this, or maybe a draw, or something, a draw to this kid to paint it, and the other is like a book to read. For example, you can
Perfect.
see the value in it, but you can modify it. Well, you can do it, but it's not a good thing. But this other paper with a draw in it and that the kid can paint it, um, he's gonna be able to modify it and see the
Perfect.
value. So,
Awesome. Yeah, that's
yeah,
it. That's
that's
it.
good.
Like correct.
Hmm.
Like you can say the first thing as well, right? Like the first explanation is perfect, just to set your knowledge, right? And then after that you can
Hmm.
go into more concise detail on explaining, okay, so basically what that means, ABC, what you just did.
Hmm. Okay,
That's perfect. That's perfect.
awesome.
Awesome. So let's go to the next one. Explain async await. When we use it? Yeah.
Well, async in a way. I have this one example when you are in a restaurant and you want a salad and a pizza.
Hmm.
The pizza, you're gonna put it in the oven and you're gonna wait. That's the wait method. What the wait method do? Wait for the pizza to getting baked,
Hmm.
and then the other one, I when you make a salad, you can make the salad while the pizza is baking. So
Mm.
when the pizza is ready, um, let me. Yeah, when the pizza is ready, you can put it all together and then deliver it. You can do this other method is waiting,
Nice.
or waiting for the answer for the other service or the database to respond.
Awesome. Perfect. You put the connection there because
Hmm.
especially you need to have the real world example, right? To get the idea, okay, how does this work with pizza and the salad, right? And
Hmm.
then after that, okay, well, this is how it actually, translates into programming, let's say. That's great. That's
Yeah.
good. Awesome. I just
This one I started it this weekend. That's why I know it. I
perfect.
try to find some examples, yeah,
Oh,
because sometimes it's, as you said, in a technical words, it's difficult to remember it.
100%. Yeah, and it's easy then to kind of like translate it to like just normal stuff, and then you get the idea,
Hmm.
and then it's easy also to write. Correct. I'm just gonna read out the answer here. I don't know. It's probably the same. Like
Okay.
async waits. allows non-blocking code. For example, in a web app, we can fetch data from an API without freezing the UI. Makes sense,
Hmm.
right? Like the UI loads, and then during that, we can already fetch some APIs, right? Is that correct? Or how?
Yeah.
Just
For
my,
example, in the example of the pizza, you have the method salad and baked pizza,
yeah.
and you're not gonna wait till the pizza is baked to do the salad, to chip the, tomatoes, onion, and all the stuff. You can continue doing all
Mhm.
this preparation while you wait for the pizza is ready.
So while the website loads, the UI loads, we can already fetch the information from the database, kind of.
Yeah, something like that. Hmm.
Nice. Okay, cool. The more you know. All right, next one. How would you implement dependency injection?
Yeah. With that one, I have this one example. Uh, if you have like a toolbox where you have all the pieces to build a robot or a toy, um, this toolbox is the one that have the instructions for or the yeah, the tools and the pieces and the parts to build this other toy.
Hmm.
So um, let me see. I started this one too, like this example.
Wow,
Um, the dependency. Jeez, I forgot it.
don't worry.
I have to study that. Yeah, but it's like you have a box, like a magic box, when you have all the tools to build a toy.
Mhm.
And this one toy, when you are building this toy, you take the pieces from the box
Uh,
or the tools that you need to build it. So you just took it from this box. It's like that. You have a class where you have all the properties or the methods that you're gonna did to build the other class. For example, if you have like a um animal class that is gonna be the father,
mhm,
and you're gonna create a dog.
mhm.
This dog is gonna have the methods that this one class called animal.
Dependency.
Um, they're gonna is gonna have it. Probably it's not gonna be the same, but you can set how many ears this animal have, and how many
Uh,
it if if it is have a tail, or if it's bark or something like that. You
ah,
can set the properties. Yeah, it's
so
like you have the box with the tools, and you can create from
got it.
that
Got it.
box.
So you don't have to
Yes.
create them by yourself. You just heritate from the father class or
Yeah.
mother class.
Yeah, heritage. That's the correct word.
Okay, okay.
Heritage.
Oh, actually, I remember that because I did have some background in Java programming, but
Hmm.
just in my miserable years in university. But I forgot about that. But we also learned that like I didn't know that it means dependency injection. But well, but we also had the
Hmm.
example with the dog and the owner, bark, and then how many
Hmm.
ears. That's what we had too. So that's funny. Okay. Um, that's good that you focused on actually the fact why it helps or for what's there
Hmm.
rather than on the code syntax because it's more
Okay.
important to understand what it means and why it helps than how actually how you do it or something. That's
Hmm.
good. To just give the answer here, so it's a way to give classes their dependencies from outside rather than creating them internally, sorry.
Hmm.
This makes code more testable and maintainable. Yeah, makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Great. Nice. So the next part to ASP.NET, is it ASP
Yeah.
or okay, ASP.NET and architecture. So how would you design a RESTful API for a block system?
Block system.
I guess they mean like blog, BLOG system. I don't know.
I don't really know what is that, but I can give an answer to the how can I
Maybe just the
build
RESTful
an
API.
APA? Yeah,
Yeah,
RESTful API. You're gonna have like uh, data access, business logic, and controllers. In the controllers, you're gonna have the methods where you're gonna use the HTTP verbs, put, post, delete, get.
yes. One more.
I forgot. I think I'm missing one more. Get, post, delete,
Delete. Yeah, you've
put,
forgot delete. You've
put.
preferred.
y- Yeah,
That's all. Yeah, yeah.
yeah. I have almost. Yeah, and this API is gonna have authentication. You can do it by um JWT authentication with Microsoft, the client and client ID, client secret. Um, but yeah, basically it's that.
Yep. Perfect. Let me just quickly, where was it? Here. Yeah, so it just says here, I like, as like an answer, like I'd create endpoints for posts, comments, and users. I guess blog system means like a blog website, like a blog, you know. Just
Oh, yeah,
my
yes, it's
bad.
like whatever website could be. Yeah.
Right,
Okay.
exactly. I'd create endpoints, let's say, get to read, post to create, put to update, delete to remove. I'd also add authentication, which you also mentioned for
Hmm.
users action. And great that you actually had like the structured thinking, and also you use the, the HTTP standard methods, That's a good thing.
Okay.
Good point.
Okay.
That's good. Great. Next question. Describe a system you built for scalability. So, right, describe a system you built for scalability.
That's
Let's say, how would you build a system that is scalable with the ASP.NET and architecture? What would you do? Let's say, I don't know.
well, I will use dependency injection and to be able in the future to it's gonna be easier for you to add more functionalities to the API if you use a dependency injection. If it's gonna be more, if it's gonna be bigger, or if you're gonna delete some of the functionalities that already exist. Uh, Also, I'm gonna divide this API in, I forgot, different, I forgot this word, libraries. Let's say libraries, yeah, where you're gonna have all the single responsibility to each library. In that way, also, it's gonna be easier to add more functions or modify the functions that already exist. I
Nice.
think it's something like that, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, like along, I guess it's similar, but maybe there are also like many different answers to that because I guess they just
Mm-hmm.
want to know like how are you thinking ahead and also like the problem solving part. What they just
Mm-hmm.
put here, because I mean we had it earlier with the dependency injections, right? It's for scalability. They just put it as like I split the system into microservices, used
Micro.
caching for frequent queries, and monitored performance metrics. I mean that's pretty basic answer.
Mm-hmm.
But yours was pretty specific, so that's great. Nice. Then is it the last part already? Almost. Um, SQL and database. So write a query to find users who haven't logged in for 30 days. Let me check. What is that question? Since you can't check SQL correctness, focus on logic clearly. Yeah, okay, how would you this is stupid. Uh Wait, let me see if I have the different answer here, maybe. Because I did two queries. Let me check. 1 second.
Okay.
Because there's a bit. Not clear. I hear SQL. Yeah, write a query. But you know SQL, right?
Yeah, but uh, yeah, I do know about SQL, but write a query, like think about it and say it.
Oh, like, do you know it by heart that you can just like say like the selects, blah 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 and stuff?
Uh-huh.
Is it possible for you or no?
But what was the question?
The question was write a query to find users inactive for 30 days. So inactive users.
Inactive. Oh, yeah, yeah. For example, select asterisk from user where, for example, if there is like
The
a
function is
property
last login, for
called,
example.
yeah, last login or something like that. Um, 30 days, right?
Oh,
Um, less equal. I think it's less. This
less.
symbol, yeah, less equal. Um, 30 years. Um, if it's from today, I I will set this date, um, 7, 13, and 2025, something like that.
Uh-huh.
The date.
And okay, can you explain what you're actually looking like with the select and from users and like what's your logic behind it of the query?
Okay, the idea is get all the users that are like that last logging a month ago
Hmm.
in the system.
And how do you do the checking? Like if there are
Ok-
30 days.
Okay, I did it. I do the validation with this date that is in the database. Is a property or can I say? Yeah, it's like a cell
Mhm.
that you can use to validate the last date that this user logging. So um, in that way, you're gonna get all the users that logged 1 month ago.
Perfect. Yeah, that's it. Like the this
Okay.
the query itself, maybe I don't know. Like the first one was good, like the select star from users
Uh-huh.
that's login smaller than date add, and then like in parentheses day,
Data.
comma minus 30, comma get dates as a function. So I guess it's the same, but important
Yeah.
here again is to explain what you actually do. Of course, everybody can like
Hmm.
know it, know how to say it. Just remember the queries, right? But it's important to explain. So yeah, that's great. Awesome. Perfect. So what is normalization?
This one is the one that I don't know, but I'm gonna set it to my notes because it's gonna be a problem, normalization.
Oh my God, I remember this one too. We also had it in school. I couldn't do it either.
You remember?
Well, I know it if I see like the 1NF and 2NF and 3NF thing, but oh my gosh, no. Yeah, so it's process to organize data to reduce redundancy with the 1NF, 2NF, and 3NF. Yeah, what?
Yeah, using foreign keys, primary keys to relay
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Ah,
the
correct, correct,
tables. Yeah.
correct. And then separate users and orders table instead of repeating users info. Ah, now I get it. I can't remember anymore. I can give this to you after the call as well, like all the questions I had,
Okay.
and you can check again for yourself. But yeah, okay, normalization. Need to look at it into that again. And then the next question for SQL, the last question for SQL. How do you handle migrations?
Um, First of all, you're gonna do like a backup from all the tables and queries and stuff that you have in the database. And then you're gonna get that backup from the database, just the whole back file. You're gonna try to you're gonna put it in this new database. And for example, if you're gonna migrate SQL, I don't know, like the 10th version to 15th version,
Hmm.
you're gonna try to restore it. If that doesn't work, probably if the versions, the one version that you're using is too old, probably it's gonna fail. So in that way, you have to create the database from zero and run the queries
Hmm.
and create the, the whole database with your queries that you get from the database. And I'm
Okay.
okay with that. I don't really remember if I'm okay, if
Yeah, no,
the
you're,
answer is good.
and what kind of tools or methods do you use for safe change?
Okay. Um, I could use, I have used this one called SQL prompt, SQL compare to to see if there is any there aren't any difference between the databases.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, for sure. You can use SQL compare to do the migration. That's this one is good because it's gonna avoid you to use the manual part. It's gonna do automatic in auto mode.
Yeah,
Automatic.
got it. So I think your answer is pretty good, solid. I'm not sure what he's like GPT. Like he says like use EF core migrations, incremental DB changes applied safely, can roll back if needed. But I mean these are pretty like open answers. I don't know. But I think I like yours more. Like
Uh-huh.
be specific, step by step, what would you do? How would you go forward? And also what kind of tools, methods, safety, measures would you use? Because I guess this is most important for the company, right? If you
Mhm.
will do like a migration or something, then it's important for them to know, like, okay, well, we're not gonna lose any data, right? So
Okay.
just explain how you would go forward. I guess they just want to know like your thought process and everything. Make
Mhm.
sure everything's okay. Right. So last section is Angular front end. So explain component lifecycle. Which hook for fetching data? Huh?
Okay. A component have these two methods that is gonna start the component. The component is the one that gives the data to the HTML component. Is the one that they're gonna give all the information to our view. So you have the constructor and the onInit method. These two. The first one that is gonna run is the constructor. The next one is onInit, where you set all the properties. If you're gonna need something from an API or something like that, you're gonna call it in that method. And then you have another methods, but at the end of the cycle of the component, you have this one. Oh, I forgot this name of this method.
Changes or
Yeah,
the
but you have sorry?
there's two more like on changes and on destroy on
Uh-huh.
load. I don't know.
On destroy, yeah, on
Uh,
destroy. Yeah, that one is
right.
the one that is gonna um close or end the life of this component.
Yeah, perfect. Like again, here's just like one example, like ng on it, like on what? On init runs when the component initializes
Hmm.
fetch API data there, so it's ready for display. But I mean, you would take a step more, explain every hook there is. That's good. I think that's
Right.
perfect.
Awesome.
Um, nice. Next one. How to manage state across components.
State.
State, yeah. What 10 more minutes? Oof.
Jesus. This one I don't really know what it is. Probably I know it, but
Like
can you
simple.
tell me the answer?
Singleton service. I use like service to share data between components. For larger apps, I might use RxJS and NGRX. Don't know.
Uh, I will look into it when you
I will send you
send me
over the.
this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
All right. The next one, like, how do you handle forms?
forms. Okay. You're gonna use this library from Angular. You're gonna call it in the init method. You're gonna set all the properties that you're gonna need, and then you call it in the HTML extractor. To get the values, you're gonna have like one method, or if you want it, where you are gonna, for example, create a variable called username equal to this form that username that value
Hmm.
to get the value that the user has had input in this form.
Okay, and can you tell me the difference between like a template versus a reactive form?
This one is I don't really know it.
No either. Okay,
Yeah,
I have no idea.
no.
So I don't know like the answer is like template driven versus reactive forms, validation built in required pattern. I don't know. Maybe this is like a weird, but I think your explanation is also fine.
Okay.
All right.
Give me a sec.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah. Yeah. Ready.
All right. Yeah. So as I said, like the oh shit, where was it here? Like I think your answer makes more sense. I'm not sure exactly what they mean with the reactive forms and template driven. I don't know. Um, but anyways, yeah, these are like the questions I have. Of course, after that, there's
Mhm.
like some problem solving coding stuff.
Oh yeah, that's a
Right.
separate test from all this,
All right,
probably.
like the maybe some questions about like soft skills. So like how did you
Hmm.
describe a conflict and the resolution, whatever, how you prioritize tasks under pressure, like those typical questions, right?
Hmm.
Um, so I will give you the document that I have like
Okay.
the questions, so you can look over it again. And also, I'm gonna give you the actually in the document. Let me check. I can give you the GPT because I just
Hmm.
tried a bit more to because I just told him like, look, I have no idea about this. Give me some questions, and maybe you can go into that more deeply, more into detail if you have more questions, maybe. So I will
Okay.
give you the link too. I just put it in the documents as well.
Okay.
Does that work? Maybe. Yes. Okay. Put it on top. Boom. All right. Is there anything else I can help you with? Because the Zoom meeting is about to close, so that's why I'm so in a hurry right now.
Uh, no worry. I think I'm okay. It was a really good practice.
Awesome. Yeah, you did great. I mean, I wouldn't be as half as good as you, so I think there is no doubt that you're gonna rock this tomorrow, honestly.
Okay. Yeah. For me, this practice, it was really good.
Nice.
All because more about the English part, the talk part, is the one that I have been always by myself also. I look for questions in internet and I reply it to myself, to be
In
my
Spanish, and it's like, yeah, I get it.
yeah. Um But yeah, I feel a little bit more confident tomorrow.
Awesome. Yeah, you did great.
Yeah.
Like also with the examples, keep always in mind, try to explain it to a 5-year-old. How would you do it? And then,
Hmm.
go high level and then go deep. And then you're good to go.
Okay.
And your English, perfect. I understand everything. There's no
Yeah.
problem with that. Right? You got
Oh,
the,
okay.
everything
Yeah.
works with the link? The link works?
Yeah, I got it.
Awesome. Great. Melissa. Then let us know tomorrow how your interview went, okay? And then yeah, good luck for tomorrow. Rooting for you. All right?
For sure.
Awesome.
I keep you posted.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, Manu.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Ciao.
Ciao, ciao.